This is Dave McCain with the Right Tree Genealogy doing another FTDNA video. This one's on FTDNA Big Block Tree. Flags but no match. What gives? And we'll go through an example with actual data from a kit, and let's see what we can figure out here as an alternate answer to this question. To start with, we want to say, what are the known reasons for BigY block tree flags without match list? Well, two obvious ones that have been presented by other people, known reasons. One, the tester is in private mode. I'm an admin for a project on Family Tree DNA, and if they were not in our project, you wouldn't see them anywhere. They don't match on the YSTR list. They do not match on the block tree. They would only match in the project itself. So that's one of them. And then the second one is they're beyond the requirements necessary for FTDNA to show them on the list. They don't have they're a BigY tester, but they're beyond the 30 SNPs, and they don't match at the 37, 67, or 111 genetic distance for them to appear. So those are two known reasons why a person would not appear. Even a flag would be there, but they wouldn't appear on a block tree. The research question is, besides the above mentioned reasons, why would a BigY block tree have a country flag without a corresponding match? Well, there is one alternate answer that I'm going to present here with two parts to that answer. This is real data. I want to point out here is a person, shows 3 flag symbols, 3 matches, 2 flag symbols, 2 matches. This is the actual individual for this test. They don't have anyone that matches them directly, but they are from England themselves. And then they have 2 in the block beside them that have the England, and then 1 without. It has the question mark, but that's 3, but there's only 1 DNA match. So this represents the question in hand. I went in and sorted the Y-DNA matches, the 111, 67, 37, 25, 12, to see if I could find any information. I sorted by the haplogroup. When you do that, you can take a look and say, okay, what appears in here that would help us with information? Well, the key thing is here, this is FGC 20613. Well, when I did that sort, I found 2 here. Well, I want to note here, this tester does not have BigY results. So you normally see a BigY result around this when you do this type of sort by the haplogroup. If there is a test, this person has a 700, this person has a 500, 700, 700. This person still shows that they're only at a 111. They do not have results, and that is an important factor here. And then you take a look over here, and I want to point out that 2 of the 2 flags, the 2 English flags represented in this FGC 20613 are here. The question mark flag is either beyond, as I mentioned in the original things we already know, they're either beyond the requirements of being on the list, or they're in private mode. That's the determination here. So then we go into comments first, then the conclusion is that you're assuming that this person is not in private mode and they're not beyond the criteria necessary to meet the list and show up. So you then sort your YSTR matches by haplogroup, and you look at each one of them to see if one of them may show up where you can find it, like I did in this case. For this person, I looked at the 67s and found one of those 2 people. I went back to 37, 67, and 111, and the question mark person was not listed. So conclusion, and again, very short video here, the match does not have a BigY result yet. That's the key here. Either it's in pending mode, they've got their 111 data, but they have not received their BigY, which usually would see that they had done a test. There's no results yet. But with that said, they're showing 111, as I pointed out in the slide before, but they're not showing the BigY, either 500 or 700. And that's very plausible that the tester only did a SNP test. if this was part of a snip pack that was available. Just don't always assume that the BigY block tree only has BigY testers. It will show snip pack results, and this is directly from information I've received as an admin from FTDNA, that it's whatever testing they've done there. If a person's done just a snip pack, they can show up on there. You won't see their name because that's all they've done. Well, again, this is a short video. I hope this was informative. Please consider subscribing right here, watching some of these other videos I have, clicking the bell notification, and give a thumbs up for this video. Let's continue learning together.